big, cuddly, lovable. That's you.
Yes.
In this movie.
Yeah, and in real life. But yes, in this movie, it's typecasting. I'm not as cuddly as Duke, probably. I probably have a little bit more of a than Duke.
Why do you think audiences have responded to this film in such an incredible way?
Well, the first one was just, it hit at the right time and sort of like, oh yeah, we need to see this movie because we celebrate and love our animals. I mean, we spend so much money and time with our animals and we celebrate our animals so much that this was just the ultimate opportunity to do that. And then, the second one is because, well, Hollywood, and Hollywood is Hollywood, and we're going to do another one of those. And then this one's going to be successful, and you know what? We're going to do a third one, and there's a ride going to be at Universal. I shouldn't say that.
Do you have
it's
any?
Announced.
Do you have any pets, or have you ever had a pet?
I have a dog named Roscoe, and I grew up with pigs and cows. So when I saw the farm scene in this movie, I was very excited at how accurate it was with the turkey, because turkeys and birds and fowl on a farm are always the creepiest, scariest animals. Not the cows, the pigs, the sheep. It's the small ones, because you can't predict them, and they're always moving their heads around, and you don't know what they're going to do. I was terrorized by a rooster as a kid.
Ducks are assholes too.
Oh, geese? Don't get me started on geese. White geese on the pond when very territorial.
How do you get into character as a sheep?
I want to say I went to a farm and all that, but I kind of just I don't know. I kind of just was like being myself, I guess, because I read the description and he seemed very similar, and I kind of just jumped right into it. I probably should have gave it a little more thought, but I'm hoping that sheep of myself kind of translate over to the cartoon sheep. But
what is it like to be here at the premiere, to be able to share this with audiences?
oh, it's so cool because I'm cast members with a lot of these guys, but I haven't had a chance to meet them, so just seeing them in person is really cool. And then I guess for other people to start watching it and seeing it, it's a lot of fun. And it's like I forgot it was Father's Day weekend or whatever, but that's like a perfect time for the movie to come out. So I'm very excited.
Do you have a pet?
I've only ever had fish, but I loved them. I tried naming all 40 of them, but they weren't really. They all looked the same, so I couldn't really tell. But yeah, do you have pets or?
I do. I have a cat named Swayze.
Oh, I'm guessing as like the Dirty Dancer himself.
Why are cats so criminally underrepresented in this movie?
I feel that with Chloe, you get enough cat to represent all of the cat community. She is not only large in surface area, which I adore, I call it voluptuous, but also, her personality is such that she doesn't have to bounce off the walls to get something across. She can do it with very few words.
How do you get into character as a cat? How do you channel animal?
Channel aminal? Aminal? That's like my little kid who says that. I don't do cat exercises or anything like that, so I don't want to let you down, but I feel like I do, for Chloe, I feel like I get real saucy. Like I get in my because I'm not that negative in my real life, I have to get I have to get catitude with her, so when I get into for the recording session, I'm like, what? Are there snacks here? There better be snacks here. You know what I mean? Which I'm not like that, so I kind of diva up a little bit for her.
Do you have a pet, or have you ever had a favorite pet?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my favorite pet in the world is Margaret. I had her for 15 years, so she was 17 when she passed away. She was a rescue pit bull, and she was the greatest person that I've ever met. She's just better than people. And she's seen me through all kinds of heartbreaks and, losses, and and all the funny parts too. She was truly an amazing companion. And it was during the time when there was it was the trend to bring your little dog everywhere, and so that's when I got Margaret, and I was like, oh, I guess you can bring your dog everywhere, and she was like a big fat pit bull, and it was pretty great. She actually she had a similar shape to Chloe. She was not a svelte, I'm a sexy pit bull, and she was sexy, but not in that way. She was more sweet.
She was voluptuous.
Yeah.
Is this your first time playing a superhero? What was it like putting on
First
the
time.
spandex?
First time putting on a superhero. So they had to animate it because we didn't want it to be a real serious thing and possibly take down the Marvel franchise. So the best way to do it was to do it within the Secret Life of Pets entity and make it a big deal.
So you and Tiffany seem to be quite the dynamic duo.
Yes.
Who is whose sidekick?
She's my sidekick. Well, because I'm always in charge.
Because she's always in charge.
I don't know why. That's false information.
Is it true that Kevin can only do a great movie if you're in it with him?
That is not true. It is not true that Kevin can only do a great movie if I'm in it. He can only do a great movie if I say, go ahead and do that movie, Kevin.
Absolutely right. How do you get into character as a Shih Tzu?
The way that I get into character as a Shih Tzu, I stretch with a downward dog, and then I go, and then I'm ready. She ready.
Do you have any pets, or have you ever had pets?
Oh, I have several pets. I have 2 dogs, 1 blue-nosed pit bull, 1 Maltese Yorkie mix, and I have a cat.
Why is the cat last?
And a brother. Because the cat's the last one I got. I have the cat from the movie Keanu. I did that movie Keanu, so Keanu lives with me. So there's 2 famous pussies in the house. Me and... Don't put that part in. Just 2 famous cats in my house.
Wait, I am dead that you got one of the cats from Keanu. That is the best. Tell me more about Keanu.
So, little Keanu, I changed her name. It's actually a girl that played a boy. So, you know, she transcended roles. And her name is Catonic. And she was a rescue cat that they trained, and they were looking for a home for her. And the animal trainer was like, Tiffany, we need to find a home. And every time that you hold this cat, she goes to sleep with you, and when we take her away, she cries. Maybe you should take this cat home. And I was like, I would love to, but I got 2 dogs. You know, they might kill her. And they were like, we'll train you on how to train the dogs and the cat to get along. And they taught me how to do it. And for the first year, the cat, I swear, she thought she was a dog, because I was walking her and the dogs all at the same time because I wanted to bring her on the carpet for the premiere and everything. And then when it got to the premiere, they were like, oh, unfortunately, we got a smaller, younger cat. And then I had to break the news to her, like, girl, Hollywood done did it again. You're too old, you're too big, you know, not gonna make it for the red carpet. And then I stopped walking her like a dog, so now she thinks she's a cat.
What is it like to be here at the premiere of this wonderful children's movie?
It's just like being at the premiere of a wonderful children's movie.
Do you have any pets? And if so, do you think they have a secret life?
I have pets, and if they have a secret life, they've wisely kept it secret from me. I think I know what they're doing, but I'm not sure.
How do you get into character? As a dog, specifically.
I kibble for 2 weeks. You know, I scratched myself in unusual places. It was easy. It was easy. It's the character's telling a story, and so once you find a way to be useful to the story, it really is. It's a walk in the park. Great fun.
What is it like to be here to share this with the audiences?
Well, I'm so happy that my movie and the movie that I did is so beloved. My movie, Secret Life of Pets 2, I just think it's terrific, and I love my movie. No, it's really good. It's really fun. This is yeah. Who doesn't want to be in a blockbuster animated film? You would, wouldn't you?
I love that. Love it. Love it. So, what do you and Pops have in common?
Me and Pops have in common. We're both paralyzed from the waist down. no, he's. Pops is like my inner person, but outwardly I act really nice. But inside I'm full of rage and aggression.
Perfect. Do you have a pet? And if so, what do you think their secret life is like?
No, I don't really have a pet currently. I had a pet cat as a child, and a dog, and they loved each other. They were puppies. We got them in 1969 in July, and Boots and Pepe. And when man landed on the moon, Boots and Pepe ran around the table for 20 minutes like in celebration. I never understood whether they got that man had landed on the moon or it was a coincidence. That's a true story. Freaky.
How exciting is it to be here at a big premiere, and especially one for kids?
It's the best. Are you kidding me? I love the Pets movie, so I'm very happy to be here. It's the best.
Do you have any pets?
I do not currently have any pets. I gotta get some pets before. I should have bought one this morning so I could just be like, yep, I have a beautiful dog and I love him.
Did you ever have a pet?
Growing up, I had some fish. I had a couple goldfish, had a parakeet for a little while. Never a big pet guy. We lived in an apartment building. But these guys live in an apartment building.
Yeah.
Pet-friendly apartment building.
Yeah. That's
Mine
the
was not.
difference.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's something misunderstood about pugs?
I don't think so anymore. Maybe at a time, but now I think they're gaining steam again. I have a pug calendar now with all different pugs every month. Yeah, you gotta love them. They're a weird-looking dog. I like it.
How did you get into character when you went into the recording booth?
Thousands of hours in a kennel I spent watching and observing pug dogs and crazy pug dogs and hanging out and learning their styles and acting just like them. Me and Harrison Ford would just go down and hang out with dogs all day long.
What is it like to be here at the premiere of this wonderful children's movie?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I've been working on this. Actually, we were working on it while we were still finishing the first Pets, so it's been quite a few years. So to come here and sort of be able to celebrate the movie that everyone's been working so hard on is amazing.
Do you have a pet, and do they have a secret life?
I'm sure they do, but yes, we do. We have a dog. We have a Pomeranian named Mimi. I've seen her secret life because whenever my wife leaves the house, she just looks at the door and waits for my wife to come back. So she doesn't pay attention to me at all. So I think that's actually her secret life. It's maybe not as interesting.
What is it like to be here at the premiere to share this with audiences?
It's really, really fun being here. It's really, really fun seeing all the other voiceover actors because I didn't get to do any scenes with them. So now I get to actually hang out with Kevin and Eric and Tiffany and all these people that I've always loved and been friends with, but now like we all did a movie together and we're just now meeting. So it's actually good to get to hang out with them.
How do you get into Max's anxiety?
Oh, how do I get into Max's anxiety? I look in the mirror. I mean, I don't know if you know who I am, but like I'm a huge bundle of nerves. It's not a long walk for me to get to Max's anxiety.
Do you have any pets?
We have a cat. I'm a dog person, but my wife is a cat person, so we have a cat.
What is the cat's name, and do you think the cat has a secret life?
Oh, God. The cat's name is Addison, and as my wife pointed out, because we're here now, when we're gone during the day, the cat sleeps because the cat all night is a rocket trying to get us to play with her. And I think what the cat is thinking is, I better get my sleep in now because they'll want to play with me at 3 in the morning. I better be awake for them when they want to play. So I guarantee you she's at home right now taking a nap. Guarantee it.
Does Addison have a voice?
Addison has it's very sweet, but sometimes it's a little whiny. Like when she meows, you can kind of tell this. Her meow has a feeling of a come on underneath of it. I can't describe it, but if a cat could go, oh, come on, that would be Addison.